What up to my peoples? Welcome back to Retro Crunch. Alright, so today we're actually going to be doing another unboxing. I'm actually really excited about this one because I actually had this or something kind of like it when I was younger, and now I'm going to have another one, and I've got tons of stuff that goes with it. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and unbox this bad boy right now. Oops, make sure I got it. Y'all kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, some of this stuff out of the way. Alright, first viewing. Alright, this here is the RX-5050. See if y'all get a good look at it. Alright, so this is the RX-5050. I've actually wanted something like this for a very long time. They're pretty easy to come by. This is made by Panasonic. Just a little bit of background on the top. You can see there is the volume button, the balance, and then you can switch between metal, CR02 and normal, and then you got your line in, your radio, and then your power. And over here, this is where your sound comes into play. You got your ambience, which is like your stereo wide. Then you have stereo, and then you have mono, and then FM and AM. And then you got your tuner all the way on this side right here. So give you a good look at that. There you go. Now this, ooh, on my TV. Shit, so I bought this off of eBay. Okay, good. And you ought to be able to pick up a RX-5050 for somewhere between $50 and $150. And I would say $50 for the one that the guy that did sheetrock and used it in his garage and pretty much beat it all to heck. And something like this should run you somewhere between $75 and $100. It's in a lot better condition. And ooh, let me put the cover back on. Actually, I don't need the cover on right now. But something like this should run you somewhere a little bit more than one of those beat up ones. I actually can plug it in, so I wanted to try turning it on. Actually, put it on there. Here's the volume. Not hearing anything right now. Oh, I wonder if it's because I don't have the antenna out. Oh, I know why. It's on line in. Let me turn the radio down a little bit. There we go. Whoa, I better turn it down. So, definitely works. There's the play. I can see it in there spinning. Stop. Eject. This is where you put your cassettes in. That's pretty cool. This is where you can change the ambience and make modifications on the equalizer that it has. Looks like it's a 4-band equalizer. So I'm pretty excited about this. These Ghetto Blasters, or Boomboxes, as some people will call them, depends on where you're from. But this one in particular, this is one that I did see in the early 80s. So this was from, I believe, about 1983. Just a little bit of history lesson. The Boomboxes actually kind of came out around the late 1960s, like 69, I believe, and they were originated in like the Netherlands. They quickly took off and ended up in Japan. Different companies started making them, like Sony and Panasonic. But the real popularity started in the 70s and 80s in mainly the urban areas to start out. But these were really popular in urban areas. Lots of people would like to pick these things up and carry them on their shoulder, which I actually did in the 80s. But I had the one with the detachable speakers because it was like late 80s, and I wasn't lucky enough to have one like this, so it wasn't as nice. But something that was neat about these were really great for building community. So we talk about building community nowadays. Well, this was like the original OG for building community, because kids would get together in their neighborhoods, and people would you know, bring all their cassettes all together, and you know, you'd have Johnny over here, he's got the Fat Boys cassette, or you know, Steve down the hall who you know, live in the same apartments, has the new Run DMC, or we got some Aerosmith, or whatever you're interested. Nowadays, you can pretty much get all that music available to you at any given time, any given place. But back in the day, you didn't have that luxury to have it all available to you. So you had to either go buy it and spend a lot of money, which it cost a lot back then. You're looking at $7, $8, $9 for a cassette, which was a lot of money. And then usually people would only have a few. They didn't have like hundreds and hundreds like you could kind of do nowadays, or the equivalent in digital would be a lot like that. But I wanted to show you guys this. This is very special to me. I'm very glad that I have it. I plan on using it a lot. Probably even showcase it a little bit in the background of the show. But I wanted to let y'all get to see it before I start playing around with it. And so this is a treat for you and me. But thank you guys for watching. If you had a speaker like this, or I mean a boombox or a Ghetto Blaster, whatever you called it in your area, tell me a little bit about that. What did you have growing up? Did you have something like this, or a little small one like a cassette player that you had to put next to another radio to record? Some of these came with 2 and 4 and a lot more stuff on it, but this one was pretty plain. But let me know what you guys think about this, and I hope to hear from y'all. And just remember, guys, if it ain't retro, it ain't worth watching.